The entire financial industry promises when you retire, you'll finally be happy. But studies show that between 20 to 40% of retirees experience depression after leaving the workforce. I've been helping people retire for the last 16 years, and I've seen it firsthand. Financial freedom is great, but retirement without a plan for your life, that's a trap. So in this video, I'm going to help you avoid the retirement trap that nobody warns you about. Because the last thing we want is to spend decades saving for a retirement that leaves you feeling empty. And you and I have both, of course, heard of the retirement investment portfolio, but I'm going to introduce a new concept called the retirement purpose portfolio. And I'm going to help you make the correct allocations into that, either if you're in retirement or if you haven't yet retired. And if you end up liking this idea, let me know by clicking the like button. So let's get into it. Most people assume if I just save the right dollar amount, I'll be set. Or once I quit working, I'm going to be happy. Or more free time equals more fulfillment. But we know that money alone doesn't create happiness or purpose. We hear the same story over and over from people who retire. There's this honeymoon period of freedom and joy and feeling really good, but that quickly fades into mornings where you wake up with really nothing meaningful to do, or days that kind of blend together with no purpose or direction, or that nagging feeling there's something missing. Working wasn't the issue, but lack of purpose was. You might be able to relate. Most people, they might be trying to escape something, whether it's a boss or stress of work, or maybe it's the long hours, but they never define what they're actually retiring to. And to help you, I've created a one-page worksheet that hundreds of people have used to design their retirements that they actually look forward to living. And I'll show you where to get that in just a moment. But first, let's go over that concept that I call the retirement purpose portfolio. Just as you diversify your financial investments, we should also think about diversifying our purpose investments. So let's look at that image, and then I'll share some secrets of the happiest retirees in what they told me. A balanced retirement portfolio might include health activities like physical exercise, nutrition, or mental well-being. It might include relationship activities, family time, friendships, maybe community involvement, and then also include growth activities. That's learning new skills or challenging yourself or staying curious. And then there's also spiritual activities like growing closer to God, and then contribution activities, whether it's volunteering or mentoring or creating value for others. And then, of course, there's leisure activities. It's the hobbies, it's the travel, it's the relaxation. Having multiple sources of purpose provides stability. And if one area disappoints, if it's not what we want, you've got other things to fall back on. That's the concept. I'll help you go a little bit deeper, but let me know if you like that concept by clicking the like button. And then maybe think about it for just a few seconds. Look at those assets in your purpose portfolio and then answer some questions like, what would my health activities include in retirement? What might my growth activities be when I'm retired? It doesn't have to be perfect now. Just start brainstorming and just start testing things now, and you'll just get closer and more clear as you go. Now let's move on to the advice that experienced retirees shared with me and want to share with you. And they say, yes, of course, financial security is key, but once you get to a certain point, more money does not equal more happiness. But if we don't define our income number that we need to live off of, that number oftentimes continues to go up. It turns into this sort of trap saying that, maybe I'll just work one more year. And then a year goes by and we think, look at all this uncertainty happening right now. Yeah, maybe I'll just work one more year and then I'll feel a little bit more secure and then I'll retire. And that continues and can go on and on. So if we don't define that income number, it'll keep going up. Psychologists, they might call this the hedonic treadmill, right? We always adapt to a new level of wealth and lifestyle. So the solution to that problem, what retirees say and what I believe, is find what fulfills you. Invest in experiences and those relationships and not just wealth. That was the retirement purpose portfolio. One other piece of advice from wise retirees is retirement, it doesn't have to mean never working again. Instead, you can look at it as shifting to work that you enjoy, even if the income is a lot less, or maybe if there's no income. It could mean taking on new projects that you care about, or just doing meaningful part-time work without having the financial stress. There are many fulfilled people in retirement who are financially independent, and they continue to work because it brings them purpose. Let me know if that's you, or if you're thinking that might be you in the comments. Because to the people who give this advice, they said it's not just money as the motivator. That's the key. Now, to get all these ideas more organized and onto just one piece of paper, look for the Retirement Mastery Worksheet in this video here. That's the next step to creating and feeling confident about your ideal retirement. And if this was helpful, let me know by clicking the like button, and then I'll see you in that video. Take care.